kulipira pa makina a POS kapena kuti point of sale one makina mapezeka mu malo ambiri a business.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me personally and for National Bank to stand here and witness the launch of a great revolution or a great revolutionary product, the TNM Pamba debit card, which has been dubbed Card Mbambande. The Card Mbambande is here not only to stay, but also to change the way financial services have been delivered to those considered less bankable. When two local giants agree to partner, you know for sure that nothing less than formidable can be produced. Today we are here to give out that formidable product that the market has ever wanted to have. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today marks yet another milestone in the development of digital products in Malawi, and as National Bank of Malawi, we are pleased to be the pillar of this development. In line with regulation and industry rules, TNM Pamba needed a sponsor bank to enable it issue payment cards to its wallet holders. As pioneers of banking industry, and surely as pioneers of the digital provisions in the country, we gradually took up the challenge, and we are happy we did. National Bank of Malawi is therefore the sponsor bank for this product, which has been dubbed Card Mbambande. We are therefore here not just to witness the launch, but also to assure TNM Pamba of our continuous support throughout the lifetime of our partnership. We are also here to assure the general public and all Malawians that behind this card there is a bank, the Bank of the Nation, that has been and maintains its position in leading technological innovations in this country. This debit card launched today is testimony to that. The launch of the Card Mbambande is therefore a great milestone, not only to TNM Pamba but also to National Bank within the National Bank Financial Inclusion Drive. It presents TNM Pamba wallet holders an opportunity to experience banking services which were previously enjoyed by a few privileged individuals that had bank accounts. That is history starting from today. As a sponsor bank, our role is wide and varies. I'll just mention a few. One of the key roles that we are going to provide and we are providing is to ensure that we are providing banking capabilities, functionality, expertise and services required for proper functioning of Card Mbambande, including but not limited to the whole transactional cycle and managing the settlement process. We also take the role of ensuring adherence to all requirements relating to the proper identification and verification of card holders as required in terms of law. We also monitor frauds, we evaluate and make sure that card holders are refunded whenever they have issues when transacting. In compliance with the Central Bank, Reserve Bank of Malawi, we also ensure that the Card Mbambande is accepted globally and operates within the boundaries of local and international regulation. As you see, This card is not only going to be accepted locally here in Malawi, but will also be accepted worldwide. So as National Bank, we will make sure that that is possible and is accessed by all cardholders. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the financial inclusion battle is not for commercial banks alone. Neither is it for central bank alone, nor is it for government alone. The battle is for all players in the financial sector. This is why National Bank of Malawi joined hands with TNM Pamba so as to make significant strides towards financial inclusion and provide additional financial services to the TNM Pamba wallet holders through the product. In addition to the traditional agent cash withdrawal and merchant utility payment transactions, TNM Pamba card holders will now be able to transact on ATMs, point of sale terminals, and over e-commerce websites and mobile phone applications. The card powered by the Bank of the Nation can also transact across borders. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you will note, the service we are enabling TNM Pamba includes physical card Mbambande and the virtual card. We will soon be providing TNM Pamba with capability to acquire transactions through the QR code. This will enable merchants payments using an interoperable QR code. Cardholders will be able to push payments to merchants using their mobile money wallet or bank account. This will offer a cost-effective digital payment solution and a safe and innovative way for customers to send and make payment. It is our sincere hope that this will significantly add to the revolution, in a large part specifically to the formal and the informal sector that are looking for low-cost acquiring solutions to manage their payments. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, digital customers are always looking for engaging products which can be delivered and managed digitally. We stand here today to pioneer such a revolution and to ensure digital customers that in NBM and TNM you have your local partners that will bring the first world experience to your digital experience. It is our belief that we are here to serve you with the best, and that we will do without fear and favor. I thank you for listening and want to assure you that the National Bank will continue pursuing its digitalization drive for purposes of achieving financial inclusion, customer convenience, and above all, provide the great customer service that is being sought for. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As we proceed with the program, I did allude to earlier, for those of you that have just joined us, and just to say that we are also live on Zodiac Television and of course on Facebook. So for those that are just joining us, welcome to this launch. And earlier on, I did allude that there will be a detailed outline on this new innovation. So at this point in time, I would like to invite the GM for the Pamba debit card, who is Mr. Chris Sukasuka, to also give us a brief on the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to stand before you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to just answer one simple question, which I think most of us have. And this question is simply to say, what is Kadi Mbambande? Card Mbambande, ladies and gentlemen, is basically a debit card which operates just like any other ATM card that you know. It has all the features that a normal ATM card does have, and it does all the functions that an ATM card can do. However, one distinctive feature that this card Mbambande has is that for a customer to have it, he doesn't need to have a bank account. This card Mbambande is available to all TNM Mpamba customers as long as they are registered on Mpamba. If you remember, on 10th August the same year, we did launch what we're calling a virtual card. This is the virtual version of the card Mbambande. And tonight, what we are actually doing is now launching the plastic version of the card Mbambande. And this plastic version of card Mbambande, it's now the actual physical card. As all of you would know, the virtual card is something which you cannot handle or you cannot touch. But the one that we are launching tonight is a physical card. From the day that we launched the virtual card, which was August 20th, we noticed very good uptake of the initiative, which signified customer acceptance of the product. As you see from the presentation, just within 15 days, we had more than 5,000 users using the virtual card, and that number is growing. We also received very positive feedback from our stakeholders, which actually gave us even more energy to say, I think people are really dying to have the card Mbambande full package. And tonight, we are glad to say we're here to launch that physical card. As I mentioned, it's similar to any ATM card that you know. Those of you who are very familiar with an ATM card, you agree with me that it normally does have an expiry date, which is as shown on the picture there. It also does have a card holder name. Then it has a card number, and it also does have a CVV, which in full they call it card verification value. Just like any other card, it is important and imperative that we keep all these details that are shown on this card private. This is the information that we do not share with anyone, because anyone accessing this information would basically take advantage and maybe misuse it. So I would like to implore all of you, when you have your card, make sure that these details that we are showing in here are kept safely. I don't want to bore you with maybe a lot of explanations, but I just want you to join me in actually feeling this experience. I want to request each one of you to take out their handsets. If you can take out all your handsets, the TNM Mpamba handsets. I just want to take you through the journey. Sometimes when you mention these things, people tend to say, you know, these guys are just trying to market the product. But I just want to demonstrate to you, even our viewers out there, if you can do the same, take your handsets wherever you are, and just follow with me the following steps. The first step is you dial *44#. Simple process, just like all other products from our end. User-friendly, very simple, straightforward. 44#, and then we select 5, which is the Mpamba debit card. When we are at 5, let's select 1, which will actually tell us apply for the card. Then you select application. On that one, you also select physical card. So, for you who are here, you are very privileged that after this process you get your card from the desk just behind there. But for all those customers and viewers who are watching us, you have to select a TNM shop where you think is closest to your location, and that you will be able to collect your physical card within the next 14 days. But for all of us who are in here, after the speeches, we will request you to go to the table behind there and collect your cards. After selecting the shop, you have to confirm payment. As we said, this is the most affordable card on the market. It will only cost you 1,900 kwacha, only. Once you've confirmed the payment, you just have to press your Mpamba pin. If you do that, then the application process is done. Have you all managed to do that? Is anyone struggling to do this simple process? If you are in here and you failed to do it, just raise your hand wherever you are. Somebody will come and assist you. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk of innovation, I think there's nothing that can beat innovation like this one. You go wherever, world all over, for you to apply for a card, it's not as simple as we've done here. This is the simplest process as far as card application is concerned. I'm so sure you've received your notifications. As I mentioned earlier on, you need to keep these details, the CVV and your card number, very confidential and private. Let's go to the next. So, when you have applied for your card, we mentioned that for those that are not here, they will have to go to our shops to collect the physical cards. When you collect those cards, and for those of you who are in here, when you collect your cards from that desk below, you will be required to activate that card. And the activation process is just as simple as the application process. All what you have to do is also follow these steps. You dial *44#, then you go to Mpamba debit card, you select activate card, and then you enter your PIN. The moment you do that, your card is ready for use. The only other thing that will be required is now to be loading e-value into your Mpamba wallet. And loading e-value into our Mpamba wallet is just as simple. We have more than 48,000 agents across the country. So all it will take you is to go to the nearest agent and load e-value into your wallet and start using that card. Next. In case you lose your card, which is common, at times maybe through theft, or sometimes you can forget it in a place where you can't remember, there is also a process that you can follow to block your card. You don't have to lose sleep when you've lost your card. There is a simple process that you will have to follow to block your card. And the process is as simple as indicated here, where you will also be required to dial *444#. You select Mpamba debit card, you select block card, and then you put the card number and enter your PIN. Once that is done, you are sure that whoever is keeping your card cannot even have access to your account. After this process, then you'll be required to go to your nearest TNM shop to now request for a replacement, which will be done within the same period that you have actually reported at the shop. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is another plus on this card Mbambande. It's not the same way card replacements or blocking are done. This is special to card Mbambande. In terms of uses, as already alluded to by Mr. Kaunda of National Bank, you can use your card in Mbambande at any National Bank ATM and at any ATM in Malawi. You can also use it on any point of sale device in Malawi and even outside Malawi. On the ATMs, I should also make mention to say, even when you've traveled outside the country, you can also use it on any ATM that accepts MasterCard cards. Another big use of this one is on the cash transfer programs, the disbursements. Year in, year out, the government does social cash transfer disbursement. And one of the biggest challenges that they've been experiencing is that of procuring handsets for the beneficiaries. Handsets are generally on a higher side when you look at the target market for the social cash transfers. It costs at least an average of 15,000 kwacha, a single handset. But in this one, at just a cost of 1,900, all our partners, the NGO community and the government, who easily implement their social transfer projects using the card in Bambande. As you've seen, the process of applying even activation is a straightforward process, which almost every Malawian or every individual can actually do on their own. Online payments, e-commerce, is also another service that is available on the card in Bambande. We know most of us these days, we buy a lot. For the youth, downloading movies on Freak and the many other online stores that we have, that has been simplified with the card in Bambande. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all I had in terms of sharing with you what this card in Bambande is all about. But before I sit down, may you allow me to just introduce the Mpamba team, the team behind this great initiative or innovation, seated just behind us. If you can just stand up, guys. This is the team behind this great innovation. With these few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What a great innovation. A round of applause once again for this card. Isn't it exciting that some of us are getting our cards tonight? So for those of us that are not on Pamba, I guess you just need to hurry and get yourself on board. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I would like us just to freshen up a bit before we proceed with the program. So at this point in time, allow me to invite the magnificent Lulu to give us one performance. A round of applause for Lulu.
souls Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you. He shall be giving us more entertainment as we meet and greet soon after we are completed with everything on the program. So Lulu is still around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is also my pleasure to invite the CEO for TNM, Mr. Arnold Mbwana, who is also going to give us his remarks this evening. A round of applause for Mr. Mbwana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Should I repeat what the head of Digital Financial Services for National Bank said? That we can't hear you. Good evening. Good evening. Our guest of honor and our regulator, the Director of National Payments at the Reserve Bank of Malawi, Mr. Fraser Mdazika, the head of Digital Financial Services, and our partner bank, National Bank of Malawi, Mr. William Kaunda, representatives from MasterCard, executive management of TNM, general manager for TNM Pamba Limited, the chief channels officer, the chief technical officer, the chief marketing officer, and your management team. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening. Our guest of honor 3.5 months ago, or 3.5 months ago, in July, TNM launched what we have called the TNM Mudzwatu. When we launched that program, we committed to the people of Malawi that we are developing a partnership model where we want to partner with everyone in Malawi, from the corporates, the customers, the NGOs, to work together using the platforms that we have as TNM to work together and develop Malawi. We have 4 pillars under that partnership, and one of those pillars is the pillar of financial inclusion. And tonight, as we launch the TNM Mpamba debit card, you agree with me that this is a testament of one partnership where we have the Bank of the Nation, National Bank, as a partner for this great initiative. Number 2, it's a demonstration of our commitment to the people of Malawi, that as TNM, we are here to provide solutions that are ready to transform and change their lives. Director, in that launch, as part of that financial inclusion agenda, we as TNM, we committed also to the Malawians that we are providing Impamba as a platform. And the general manager mentioned the fact that we've got over 48,000 agents out there. This is what we are trying to do, to make sure that the service is available, but also in fulfillment of the financial inclusion agenda that the government is driving. But also, apart from the government, this is the reality that we see out there in as far as development of economies is concerned. A lot of things have been said about digital or financial inclusion. Papers have been written. People have done the research, master's programs, PhDs. Director, what remains at the end of the day is the execution, implementation, or delivery of that financial inclusion initiative or indeed agenda. And as TNM, what we are providing tonight as we launch the debit card is an answer. That here is a solution, not just a research, a study, but a realization of digital finance as well as the financial inclusion agenda. And as we launch this debit card, Director, I want you to imagine our villages. So when we launched Mudziwatu and we said TNM Impamba is available as a service, in between that day up to today, I was imagining, number one, I was imagining my village deep in the rural areas. We are by the lake shore, surrounded by hills. It may take time for the network to be there. Not just in my village, but also other villages out there. There's one language that these people speak that everyone speaks in Malawi and the whole world. It's the language of money. They are liquid. Every day they go into the lake with fish, night and day. They have money. That money comes to their pocket, gets out of their pocket, it ends there. Now I'm imagining that as I talk about Mudziwatu, what solution can I give to the people of my village? Not only that, even if I provide the network, how many people will afford to buy a phone? Even if they buy a phone, how many of those people have the capability to charge that phone on a regular basis? Because electricity is not everywhere. So I therefore need to provide a solution that does not require them to have access to electricity. And that is why, Honorable, not Honorable Director, I will share, yes, Honorable. That is why we are launching this as a solution for that problem. That's number one. Number two, I'm also imagining what the general manager said. There are a lot of government interventions out there. There's a reason why the government is providing the social cash transfer program. Now, ordinarily, we expect those people to buy a phone, 7,000, 10,000 low-cost handsets, to get how much from the government? So we're basically asking them, from the amount that you have actually received, you need to deduct so much and buy a phone. But there's a reason why these people are getting these interventions from government. So tonight, as I imagine them, I'm providing a solution that is cheap. At 1,900 kwacha, they can still have access. Through this debit card, they can still have access to the resources that the government and other partners is providing to them at a very low cost to them. I am also imagining, Director, even the people in town, 6 o'clock, our agents have closed for business because of security issues. This person has got an Impamba account. He needs or she needs access to his money or her money. 6 o'clock, the agents are closed. 100,000 kwacha is sitting in the account. where are they going to have access? Where are they going to go to access their money? Tonight, as I imagine them, I'm providing a solution that even tonight at 8 o'clock, if they have a card riding on Impamba, supported by National Bank, they can go to any ATM card, which has got a MasterCard or NatSwitch. Using this card, they can have access to their money. Director, I'm also imagining tonight the rise of in the demand of online payments, movies, fees. I remember when I used to write my ACC exams, the company would draft a bank draft and we send that thing to the UK for ACCA to receive it, and takes days. Tonight, as I imagine those people, we are providing a solution that sitting in the comfort of your homes, as far as you've got access to the internet, you can use this card to pay for anything that you want online within the limitations that we have set in as far as how much you can use within a day or a month. Director, I'm also imagining tonight dreamers of this country, and I've got over 4.8 million of them on the network. They are dreaming for a better world, dreaming for online payments, dreaming for them to have their name printed on a card which has got money inside of it. Right now, they don't have that, but they're dreaming that one day I'll have a card with my money inside, and I'll have my name written on that card. They're dreamers. Tonight, as we launch this card, Director, I'm providing a solution for a dream fulfilled for those people. They're in town, whether they're in the village. And I had all these imaginations that yes, we are talking about financial inclusion, but what are the solutions that we're providing to the people out there to indeed include them within the financial services sector? So I've talked about what this offers. The general manager have mentioned about it, but once again, this is at 1,900 kwacha only. Anyone can buy it as far as they've got an account with TNM Pamba, as far as they've got a number that starts with a 08. You can have this access to this card anytime. You can use it on the ATMs. You can buy things online. You can have an access to the card and indeed the resources that are sitting on that card at any point in time. And as I wrap up, I'm proud as TNM to bring this innovative solution. And I want to thank our partner, National Bank, the Bank of the Nation, for setting this better standard that provides a platform for us to ride on. And that is the partnership that I was talking about, that under Mudwatu, we are talking about partnerships. So tonight, it's a fulfillment of that I've partnered with the National Bank, plus MasterCard being an international organization, to deliver this innovative solution to the people of Malawi. And lastly, let me thank our regulator for the approval process, for the support, for the guidance, for the advisory that you always give us as we launch these products in as far as Impamba is concerned. Our guest of honor, I thank you so much for your attention. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you once again. Well, I don't know about you, but tonight my dream has come true. So if you're still dreaming, you better wake up. Thank you so much for that speech and the delivery from the CEO for TNM. It is now my honor to invite our guest of honor, who is Mr. Fraser Ndwazika, the Reserve Bank of Malawi Director of National Payments, to come and give us his official remarks. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
the TNM Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Arnold Mbwana, and your team, the National Bank of Malawi, Head of Digital Financial Services, Mr. William Kaunda, the General Manager of TNM Mpamba, Mr. Chris Sukasuka, representatives from the MasterCard, if they are around, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Tonight marks a major milestone in the history of the country's financial services sector as we add a new dimension to the national payments equation. Tonight's launch of a TNM Mpamba debit card is a game changer in as far as achieving financial inclusion is concerned. What changes here is that with the Mpamba card, there is now certainty to add more Malawians to the national payment system in one fell swoop. Such a development has potential to instantly revolutionize the country's financial sector as millions of people become included at one go. As a regulator, we consider new innovations on the market, such as this one by TNM Mpamba, as enablers to improve financial access and experience by Malawians. The TNM Card Mbambande is a timely booster to efforts to give every Malawian access to financial services. It is also a timely intervention to a sector that is dynamic and in need of new ideas to improve delivery of modern financial services that we need to spur economic growth. I am also impressed that TNM, being the pioneer of mobile phone network provider in Malawi, has also become the first to launch a debit card supported by a mobile telecommunications platform. The Reserve Bank of Malawi, within its mandate, appreciates the rollout of TNM Mpamba debit card from several fronts. The central bank places a lot of interest on issues around financial inclusion, which previous speakers have already focused on. We believe that every Malawian must have opportunity to access quality financial services from wherever they are. When TNM first rolled out their service in 1996, mobile telephony and ICT were viewed as an illicit service reserved for selected few in cities, towns, and trading centers. But growth in this sector has been exponential. Malawians are now part of the 21st century information society. You can imagine that out of 19 million Malawians, only 2 million have access to banking services. With potential to instantly add nearly half of the entire population using a mobile money platform such as Mpamba, the dream to achieve financial inclusion for all is closer to reality than ever. The Reserve Bank of Malawi wants mobile penetration to complement financial and banking services so that our ability to mobilize the masses for economic growth efforts is efficient enough towards poverty reduction. The launch of this debit card will also make a positive impact towards job creation as more agents are recruited as resellers of the product and responding transactional products nationally. As a catalyst of change in the national payment system, we at the Reserve Bank of Malawi fully support regulated change. As such, we will not only issue regulations and directives to align all players in the industry, but we will also closely work with players that are forward-looking, flexible, and innovative in serving Malawians better. We live in a fast-paced world where technology dictates our life, our way of life, Technology-driven financial inclusion is the new norm. We believe, therefore, that TNM Mpamba is moving in the right direction in as far as pioneering groundbreaking technologies to make people's daily demands for liquidity is concerned. This will support the country's economic development endeavors. I am also pleased to note that the launch of this TNM Mpamba debit card is a result of sound collaboration and partnership between the operator and two financial service providers. Both MasterCard and National Bank of Malawi, who are under our watch from a regulation and operations perspective, are institutions of repute. They both have a track record of providing secure transactions locally and internationally. This, therefore, adds comfort to many Malawians who will be using TNM Mpamba debit card. With these remarks, I thank you for your attention and declare TNM Mpamba's Card Mpamba Day officially launched. Thank you very much.
Sorry, at this point in time, the lady is going to bring a dummy card where I will ask the CEO and the guest of honor just to come on the podium and then officially, as a symbol of the cards being launched. The CEO, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the official launch of the Mpamba debit card. But suffice to say, I did promise that Lulu will be around just to give us some performance. And as you can see that we shall be able to meet and greet each other. Please let us not leave before we can be able to meet and greet. And at this point in time, let me invite Lulu to give us some entertainment as we meet and greet, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much, guest of honor, and all the guests that were able to come for this wonderful occasion. May you have a lovely evening. Thank you.
TNM, always with you.
And there we can say that the Card Mpamba Day, which is the Mpamba debit card, has been officially launched today at the BICC in Lilongwe. My name is Luna Stanley Mpinganjira. Today we were witnessing the launching of the actual plastic card of the Mpamba debit card. Now this card, as we were mentioning, has these abilities that is associated with the ATM withdrawals, to say that the card holder would be able to withdraw from any ATM service which has a MasterCard partner, and also point of sale payments. These are the machines that are found in shops and different business areas. Now you'll be able to pay for goods and services through the point of sale using the Mpamba debit card, as well as online payments. These online payments are for online that you might have to make at a certain point in time, and you'd use your Mpamba debit card to make these payments. I'll be talking to a couple of people from TNM, and especially TNM Mpamba, just to find out if these are all the only benefits of the Mpamba debit card. If there's something else that might want to add or might want to tell us about the debit card, or how to get a debit card, or also at the same time how one would be able to access these services, they'll tell us, they'll take us through that. Ndikulandireni amaenda bambo, ine ndi Luna Stanley Mpinganjira, tili mu mzinda wa Lilongwe kuno ku BICC kumene amakhazikitsa khadi mbambande imeneyi akuitcha kuti khadi mbambande ndi khadi ya TNM Mpamba, akuitcha Mpamba debit card pa Chingerezi. Imeneyi itu ndi khadi imene idzitha kuwathandiza anthu kuti athe kutenga ndalama pa ATM. Anthu amenewa ndi makamaka anthu amene ali ndi Mpamba debit card atha kupita ATM imene ili pa mgwirizano ndi MasterCard kukatenga ndalama, komanso atha kulipira pa makina a POS amenewa ndithu kulipira malonda osiyanasiyana. Ndikulandireni munthu wankulu.
Zikomo kwambiri.
Zikomo mwina choyamba tidziwe dzina lanu komanso udindo wanu.
Ndine Arnold Mbwana, Chief Executive wa TNM.
Choyambirira tangu titengeranipo pa nkhani yokhudza khadi imene ya khadi mbambande Mpamba Debit Card.
So lero TNM ikukhazikitsa khadi mbambande imene ndi khadi loyenda kuti aliyense amene ali customer wa TNM Mpamba atha kugula khadi imeneyi pa mtengo wa 1900 kwacha. Khadi imeneyi ikumagwira ntchito ngati khadi iliyonse imene amati ATM card. Ndiye paliponse pamene pali machine otulutsa ndalama, khadi imeneyi ntchito yake ndiyonena kuti munthu woti kale analibe khadi kapena iyeyo analibe bank account atagula khadi imeneyi kulikonse imene angakhale, ngati kuli machine ya ATM atha kugwiritsa ntchito khadi imeneyi kutenga ndalama. Komanso pali anthu ena amafuna kuti agule zinthu kunja kwa dziko lino koma iwo ali kunoko, ndipo amafunika kuti apereke ndalama zawo online pa makina internet. Ntchito ya khadi imeneyi ndikupangitsa kuti munthuyo ngakhale kumalawi kunoko atha kulowa pa makina internet kugwiritsa ntchito khadi imeneyi ndi kugula zinthu kunja kwa dziko lino. So makamaka tikupanga launch khadi imeneyi, ndipo khadi imeneyi ndi aliyense amene ali nambala ya TNM.
Tonight we have launched the Mpamba Debit Card, which is known as Khadi Mbambande. Just take us through this card and the advantages that it comes with.
So we have launched, as you've rightly put, a debit card, which is known as local card Mbambande. So what we have done basically is to complement what the banks have done, where they have got ATM cards. As you are aware, Mpamba is one of the solutions that the government has, or indeed the nation has, in as far as digital financial inclusion is concerned. Yes, the Mpamba service is available to a lot of people, but there are some people that don't have access to a phone. Some people that would not even be able to buy a phone in their lifetime. What we are actually launching tonight is a solution for those people, plus even for those that have got phones, where they can buy this card, use it, number one, to withdraw cash from any auto teller machine. Number two, to buy goods and services online. Number three, there are social cash transfer programs that we have in the country. Some people that indeed are recipients of this program, they don't have a phone, they don't have a phone or a SIM card. They can have now access using this particular card that we're providing tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, that's just a brief overview of the benefits of the Mpamba Debit Card. A card holder of this debit card would be able to access the services that have been explained, having the access of buying or selling of goods and services and transacting the payments through the card, and also having to buy goods and services online. My name is Luna Stanley Mpinganjira. Live and direct. If you are listening on the radio, watching on television, also on our Facebook page, I really want to wish you a wonderful night. TNM was launching the Mpamba Debit Card, which has been launched tonight. Have a wonderful night. Continue watching Zodiac Television.
TNM, always with you.
We all start differently, but we can